by 4. Completing the square. So far we've learned about factoring. We've learned about the square root method. And now we're going to learn to complete the square. Horrible square. Complete the square. Now, completing the square is not a complicated procedure. It is just tedious. It's time consuming. You just got to take the steps and be careful. So, the first thing you want to do is make sure your constant is on the right side. The right side could be 0. The right side could have a number. It doesn't matter. We want the right side to have all the numbers, all the constants. So we want to leave a blank. That's very important to leave this blank there. Now remember, when we move that over, we're going to subtract. So we're going to have minus 15. 5 minus 20. Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to kind of do a little cheat here. Alright? And we're going to make this into a binomial, squared. Now, here's the method. Very simple. You're going to take half of this number. Since it's positive 8, half of that is positive 4. We are then going to travel up here. When we travel up to that blank space, we're passing by the square, the little 2, which is going to tell me to square that 4. Which is 16. Now, if I add 16 to the left side, I need to add 16 to the right side. And that gives me 1. Negative 15 plus 16 is 1. So, at this point, that's what we have. Now, what we just learned about the square root method is, when we have this binomial, x plus 4 squared equals 1, we can square root to get rid of that 2. The little 2 there. If I do that to that side, I must do that to that side also. So what it gives me is x plus 4 equals plus or minus 1, because square root of 1 is 1. But when we do the square root method, we must always put plus or minus. Now, I basically just solve 2 problems. I have x plus 4 equals positive 1, and x plus 4 equals negative 1. What we've just done previously. And so I'm going to get x equals negative 3, and x equals negative 5 for my answer.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
All right. So first step, always get rid of the 10. So I'm going to have x squared plus 8x. Very important to leave that space there. Equals negative 7. How do I get that negative 7? 3 minus 10. Now, the little cheat. Parentheses squared equals. I put x. I take half of this, 4. Go up here, past that, plus 16. Plus 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. Now I'm going to rewrite it so we're not doing too much at one time. X plus 4 squared equals 9. We're going to square root, cancel that, square root. That gives me x plus 4 equals plus or minus 3, because the square root of 9 is 3. And now I just break it down into two problems. X plus 4 equals positive 3, and x plus 4 equals negative 3. Subtract 4, x equals negative 1. Subtract 4, x equals negative 7. Move it over. When we move it over, we're subtracting. So that gives me x squared plus 6x. Don't forget the important space there. Equals 12 minus 5 is 7. I drop down half of that. X plus 3, because that's a positive number. When I come up here and pass the little 2, I'm going to add 9. And I'm going to add 9 here, which gives me 16. X plus 3 squared equals 16. I'm just rewriting it so we don't have too much going on. I'm square rooting. I'm square rooting to get rid of that 2 there, to cancel that squaring of the parentheses. That gives me x plus 3 on this side. On the right side, 16 square root of that is 4. But we can't forget the plus minus, which we now break down into two problems. X plus 3 equals 4. X plus 3 equals negative 4. Subtract 3, x is 1. Subtract 3, x is negative 7. And we're just going to do one more. The next one, because the middle term's negative. Finally, some variety. So, I'm going to move the 6 over. Nothing new there. N squared minus 6n space equals negative 8. Where did negative 8 come from? Negative 2 minus 6. Remember, we're not adding 6. If you need to, writing that minus 6 on both sides. If you do plus 6, you're going to end up with 12 on the left side. We don't want that. Now, a little cheat. Just do that first thing. Just do that. And put your n in there, because that's not going to change. Now, we're going to take half of this. But be careful, it's a negative, so it's going to be minus 3. Now, that's not going to change here, because this is always going to be plus. Why? Because we're squaring it. So remember, be careful here. You should be doing this in your head, but if you actually type it in the calculator and just type in minus 3 squared, it's going to tell you negative 9. You either have to put it in parentheses or just think a little bit. 9 minus 8 is 1. At this point, I'm just going to rewrite this for clarity's sake. I square root both sides. I square root there. That gives me n minus 3. Square root of 1 is easy. That's just 1. Write it down. N minus 3 equals 1. N minus 3 equals negative 1. Add 3. N equals 4. Add 3. N equals negative 1. Sorry, that was negative 1 after this negative 2. And be positive 2. I can't read my writing, that's a 1 there. So negative 1 plus 3 is 2.